Howdy folks, hope you can all hear me okay. If you can, give us a shout in the text. Welcome back to the shed. A bit earlier on Sunday morning. Nice to see everybody. Let's have a quick read through in the chat. We've got Smallwood Junction. Hi man. We've got Digger Evans. Hello Digger. There's Simon Trains. Nice to see you. Ray Bertelson. Hello, Ray. Must be early for you over there. Haunted Railway. That's Jake. Hello, Jake. And SJ. Nice to see you. Yeah. Obviously, a little earlier today because obviously Anthony's going to do a live stream from Toledo Model Railway exhibition. And very much enjoyed that last year and the year before. So this will be the triumvirate of exhibitions from Anthony. And it's a local one. Nice to see you, Ray. So I enjoyed it last year. Anthony was raving around. There was loads of things there. I looked at it and I thought, I could grab that. You know, it's only $20. Buy it. There's Connie. Hello, Connie. For those that don't know, Dragon Lover 68 is Connie, and she does a wondrous live chat on at 5 o'clock. I believe it's 5 o'clock. It might actually be 4 o'clock today on a Sunday. Lots of models painting and crafting. If that's your bag, then it's well worth a looking. We've got Ben. Hello, Ben. Nice to see you. And there's Les from Down Under. Nice to see you too. Andy Dobson. Hi, Andy. And what are we running today? Right. I've got Casey Jones at the ready over here. I'm pointing it actually in the right direction. So what I'll do, I'll bring it around and then I'll pop the sounds on. Trusty NCE power cab. It's got brilliant slow running on this, but you have to get it up to about 50 before the thing even moves. So I'll bring it around. It's a fairly long train today. I don't usually run the old Wild West stuff with this amount of train, but what the hell? It's Sunday. And yeah, well, rule 1 applies, so we can. That's on speed step 58 out of 120, whatever, 60 now. And it's just trickling around the track. So obviously I've got the ratios correct for slow speed running. Ben's just put out a video of his Amtrak maintenance of way train, which is the second part of that. To tell you the truth, I didn't realise Amtrak would have such a thing because I know they use trackage rights in the States, but then it actually makes sense. They must have their own track, particularly around places like depots and things like that. So yeah, that does actually make sense. So but it looks like it was a hell of a thing to try and put together, particularly as there's not much in the way of information out there. We've got this wondrous World Wide Web thing. Right, here comes Sierra number 3, Casey Jones. Right, so I'll just stop it there. And I'll go through my cheat sheet here. I'll just show you the cheat sheet. This is roughly the layout that I do. So it's literally just a spreadsheet with 28 functions on there. Sierra number 3, Casey Jones. That's the DCC number 3333. And it's a Mantua. And then it gives you literally the whole gamut. So it's function 8 on this particular one to start it going. So we'll do that. Right, sounds on 8. And I don't know if you can see that, but there is a firebox glow in the cab. So you'll see it a little bit later. So let's just try the whistle. Yeah. Yeah, playable whistle. We'll have the headlight on. Oh, that's bright. You can probably see that from there. So there is actually a function on here to dim it down. If I can just find it. Dimmer, F12. So option 2. And that's dimmed it down a bit. I don't know if you could see that. But let's start it off and we'll see what it sounds like. That's on speed step 10 at the moment, and it's barely moving. Well, there's Anthony Dodge. Hello, Anthony. That must be a very early start for you. Now I can assume a heavy load. Oh, my heavy load. Let's try F9. That's better. Now we can hear it. Leamington Station. That's Graham. Hello, Graham. Nice to see you. So as you can hear, I gather everybody can hear that, and they can hear me. Yeah, I was tickled pink with this because really the Tyco Mantua 460s are really clunky. They did it in 00 scale because they didn't have a motor small enough to put in it. So they upped the scale so they could use the particular motor that they actually had. I thought the motor in it was pants. It was absolutely. I've probably still got it here somewhere, but it was wrecked as a motor. The magnet didn't have any magnetism in it, and the brushes were hanging off of it. The armature had seen better days. The commutator was scored. It was a mess, and I thought, well, I've got to re-engine this. So I then went to town on it with a DCC chit. There's Ivor Junction. Good morning, Danny. Nice to see you, man. Love that 56 of yours, the Cadillacs one. That's an absolute beast. Apologies to anyone I didn't say good morning to. My manners have failed me this morning. It's understandable. It's Sunday morning, Ben. I blame microtrains as well. Yeah, and Tyco Mantua. But this is as good as I could do with what was commercially available. So it's slowly making its way around. There would have been 2 trains running, but the other one seems to be a bit. The 440 behind me, that way, is being a bit argumentative today. It's gone on strike. So it makes the right sounds, just don't move. So here she comes. The wheels and the rods are not perfectly in sync, but this was the best that was commercially available to me. This is what they used in Casey Jones. It's the most famous, well-filmed engine in the world. For those who may have seen it in Back to the Future 3, they tarted it up to look the part of an 1880s steam engine, and it did very well. And it's been in all kinds of films. It's been in Rawhide. It's been in the TV series, Petticoat Junction, all of that kind of thing. And there's Heath. Hello, Heath. This must be very early morning for you. It's lovely to see you. Woodthorpe International is Colin's engaged. Wonderful to see you, Colin. I did boggle somewhat at your video. There's a lot going on there. Great deal going on. Simon was in Basingstoke yesterday. Now, my wife's got an aunt in Basingstoke. That's another story. Basingstoke Model Railway Exhibition. Had I known about that, I could have freeloaded onto my wife's aunt. Interesting thought. Heard good things about the show, and it's a great event. Do recommend it. Oh, next year perhaps. Daylight saving time. Yes, of course. Yeah, now I understand. Yeah. So you've gained an hour. Spring forward. Trying to adjust my schedule. Well, that might take a few days, Heath. Anyway, it's lovely to see you. Thank you very much for joining us. Am I coming apart? No. So, yeah, I'll grab my... let me just show you the ground shunt signals that I've just put in. Right. Here's the roving cam. Here's the roving bald head. Right. They look, if I can sort out my lead, they look something like this. Yeah, can everybody see that? That's a ground shunt signal. And if I operate the ground shunt, oh, it does that. And that gives you the way off to the left. And then back to red. And that's a ground shunt signal. Here comes, oh, forgive the Pico switches. Here comes Casey and Wally. Well, it's as good as I could do with what was commercially available at the time. Now, if my fortunes hold, Anthony's on the lookout for a better fidelity Sierra 460, which was made by Arbor Kits, now unfortunately defunct. I'll just drag you around to the tracks over there. I hope everybody can see okay. It's a little difficult to manipulate the lead. There we go. And having watched Casey Jones, it's probably the second run, which is around about 1967, I was sold on early American steam engines. And as you can see, what's not to like? When it comes around again, I'll demonstrate the smoke feature on it. But yes, it's got working smoke as well. Do you expect less from me? There's a roaring fire in there, but yeah. I actually got the file from the ESU site, and because I've got a lock programmer, I could just blast it straight in. And I think whoever put that file together did their homework very, very well. Oh, there's RGJ Trains. Hi, Rob and Grace. Just want to say, hope you don't mind, Dan, if we upset anyone in last night's stream. We do generally apologise. Wasn't our intention. Just a few things need to be changed. And it's no. Oh, okay. No reflection on people. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I don't recall anybody, unless I missed something. I don't recall anything spiky, but thanks for letting us know anyway. Robert's train set. Good mob at Robert. There's a tongue twister for you. I've just noticed I haven't turned the signals on. Oh dear, what a host am I? Right, here we go, look. Are you ready, people? Turn it around the right way. There we go. We should have lights. Why have we got no lights? Oh, yes, we have. No, we haven't. Yes, we have. No, we haven't. What's occurring there? Better. Oh, actually, I'm actually going Bang Road, so I'm going to swap lines in a minute. Anyway, it's great to see everybody. Welcome in, Robert. Hope I haven't interfered with your Sunday morning too badly. But it'll be great to see you at Ali Pali, which is in a week's time on the Saturday. Yeah, Jake, there's a machine called the ESU lock programmer. And what you can do, you can buy any ESU chip, and they have a library of files, and you can just download it yourself free. All the files are free, and you just pick out whether you want it is version 4, version 5, Lockdown 5, Lockdown 4, and you just sort of download it and then squirt it into your chip, and you are good to go. Still costs you 100 quid for the chip, but not the 30 quid for somebody to blow their file on it. Not getting the words out this early. Yes, a bit of a tongue twister, that one. Yes, indeed. And how many others going to Ali Pali? Anybody else? Sadly, I won't be going to Ali Pali. Oh, that's a shame, Simon. It'd be nice to meet you there. But there are other events, and I'm sure we will bump into each other at some time or another. You can get it from Coastal DCC for 135. Yeah, it's not fantastically expensive. The only thing I will say about the lock programmer is see if you can get the decoder tester that goes with it, and you plug it in, and it's got all kinds of different sockets on it for next 18, 8-pin, 21-pin, 22-pin plugs, all of them. It's got a little motor on there, and lots of LEDs, so you can test out all your lighting functions without actually having to put it into a loco. Yeah, if it didn't come in such a whacking great box, I'd actually show it to you, Joe. And to tell you the truth, there were two reasons I got a lock programmer. One was this engine that's going to come past you in a second. And the other one was the Bullet Battle of Britain West Country class. Let me just stop it just here. Roddy Clank. How about that for a stop? Please, no applause, chaps. No applause. That's all right. Right, okay. Let's see if we can find some smoke fluid. Where's it gone? Here it is. Right here. That's 250 ml of smoke fluid. That's what it looks like. A little bit expensive, but what the hell? You only live once. Right, we want 5 milliliter. That's my best. A little bit more. About that much. Right, pop it in the top. Oops, bit too much there. Let me just mop that up. dunk that in the top because I've probably overfilled it now. Oh dear, oh dear. What can you do? You can't get the staff, you know. Right, that should do it. Now, if I hit function F6, we should get some smoke. Hopefully. Did anything happen? It did. Right, I think that might have been overfilled a bit. Let me... What did I do with that now? Oh, it's blowing off. Forgive me, I can't keep up with the chat for a minute. I'll just... over the noise of that. What did I do with the syringe? Silly ass. There it is, right in front of me. Right, so all you do then is pop that in there, drag a little bit out, and it starts almost instantly. There you go. Let's get her running. How's that? Can see a bit of smoke. Yeah. Let's just follow her around. Welcome back to the old Wild West. Look at that. Look at that fug hanging in the air there. That's obviously where the level of the heat is in here. I'm going to need some more smoke in that soon because it doesn't last long. You see what I mean? It's already getting a bit thin and wispy. Perhaps I just pulled too much out. Let's just flicker onto the outside line. Nice express points. Oh, thanks, Digger. Uh-oh. What happened? The best laid plans of mice and men. It stopped. But I don't know why. Right. We're off again. We're going to headlight on again. It just wiped out a lot of what I put in there. So let's see the heavy loaded F9. That's better. And we'll bring the headlight down a bit. Can't remember which one that was. Yeah, it really is, SJ. I mean, it's a classic looking Wild West steam engine type. And as they broaden themselves out from the 440s, the next logical step was the 460. And this is It's as good as it gets, really. Right, let's try smoke again. Yep, it's working. Right, now the light should be working as well. I'll put a little more smoke in as it comes around. Don't really want to do that on the fly. Dragon Junction, hello Al. Lord Al is in the house. Howdy, Lord Al. Just running the Sierra number 3 today. You should see that coming around in a minute from in that direction. And Hot Rod Rodney. Hello, Hot Rod Rodney. Nice to see you, man. This is something that should be familiar to you. And millions of people that have seen it in films over the years. Sierra number 3. Right, I'll just stop her there. Turn off the smoke unit. There's a little relay sitting inside the tender with the DCC, and it's when I enact that, it gives a little right, that should be enough. I'll just pop a little more smoke in there. Now if I hit F6 on my trusty NCE power cab, courtesy of our American cousins, and pop. We're waiting. Have I overfilled it again? Maybe I have. Off. On. Well, come on. Perhaps I'll blow down the... Right. Perhaps I've overfilled it again. What a burp. I can actually see there's too much in there. There you go. That made me jump. Right, we're off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 50. There's Jean Ricard. Hello, Jean Ricard. We've got Adam Reynolds. He stopped at exactly the same spot. Why? There's something there it doesn't like. And I have no idea why. There's something not quite right there. That's better. The point there wasn't exactly right over, so it's feeding the frog different juice. That's why. Oh, fault finding on a Sunday. Who knew? Right. Have a look at this, boys and girls. Oh, that was poor. Yes, I know there's oodles of wires hanging out of the cab, but you couldn't do miracles with a loco like this. New subscriber, Grandpa Ralph. That's very kind. If he's in the chat, thank you very much. And if not, there's Trackside Mike. Hello, Trackside Mike. Welcome to Smoky Sunday. And as that signal clears there, it should just go over. I'm just going to kill the smoke there because it doesn't last long. I don't really want to burn it out. Grandpa Rouse, good morning to you. Yeah, I'll add a little more smoke on the way round. It really doesn't last long in this one. It's a pretty low capacity smoke unit, but it gives you the effect. Anyway, it's nice to see you, Lord Al. Nice to see Grandpa Rouse. JD. There's John Knopfel. Nice to see you. And Race Fan. Nice to see you too. Right, I'll just squeeze a little more power out of Sierra number 3. And turn on the headlight. There we go. And as you can see, well, no, you can't see, it's made it through that point that was half open. So thank heaven for that. Did I say, there's Roy Dennis. Good morning, Roy. Now, you're of the right age to remember Casey Jones, the TV series back from the 50s. Alan Howe Jr., Dub Taylor. I thought the boiler tubes had exploded and the cameras. No, I popped the little LED up very high, John Ricard, so I could get just this effect. And you can actually see it reflecting off the motor inside, which is a little 5-pole cam motor. You can see that now. And it gives quite a good effect. I mean, I really like it. Perhaps it's just me. But trying to get something like this resurrected from what really was a junk locomotive. I repainted it all. I haven't put the handrails back on it yet, but I was so pleased to actually get it running with a decent motor in it, DCC and smoke. I literally stopped. And I really ought to get it a bit more finely detailed. RGJ and combined with Andy's layout, just make it fantastic. Oh, very kind of you, SJ. Well, you know what they say, Colin? You've got this idea in your head and you think, how can I possibly make this work? I've never done it before, not to this degree. New motor. I needed different wheels for it because I didn't want the traction tyres. So I had to get a second locomotive and steal the wheels off of that. There's a great deal of white metal. It's not white metal. It's probably die cast sitting in that tender, which I had to carve out first. New engine mounts. It was a labour of love, I think. But I really wanted to do it. There was the engine was junk, and I thought I'm either going to do this or go home. Go via or go home. Now here she comes. If I kill the power here, right, brake just a little too fast. Right, here we go. Right, a little more distillate. Right, that should do it. Now this time, I think, missed it. there should be just enough in there to. You hear the little relay flicking there. Way off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll see if that makes it around on one file of smoke distillation. Thanks, Sean. And good morning, good afternoon to you, actually. Nice to see you. To tell you the truth, I'm tickled pink that so many people have popped in. Absolutely over the moon. So thank you all very much for joining me on this morning stroke afternoon. And to tell you the truth, it's absolutely piddling with rain out there. It really is. I don't know if anybody else has got the rain today. Yep, she's still smoking away. All right, I'll just give you a quick sighting going in the other direction. There was the box that I put it in right over the back there. And no wonder I couldn't find it, because at the other end it says Sierra number 3. And here she comes. You see the smoke's got a bit wispy now. White wall wheels. Jim lad. All right, here we go. There we go. You see that's made it around, all the way around the track on one little squirt of smoke fluid. Do I want a bottle of smoke oil? I've got one here. Bought for a loco. I think I'm okay for smoke oil. And there's another one, which is the ESU version. So as you can see, I'm okay for smoke oil. Thank you very much. Hold on to it, Rob, because it's usually quite expensive stuff. And when you get a locomotive which has got smoke in it, you can then make the most of it. You can get low odor smoke fluids, which don't smell of anything much at all. And amazingly enough, it's still going. To be honest, I only found out the stream had moved forward at 11:30, but since I was away this week, decided to pop in. Had a busy week with Ireland and Basingstoke model show. I'm glad you did, Simon. And it's great to see you in the chat. Is JD off? Oh, right. The smoke's finished. So I'm just going to kill the... I don't want to burn the element out. So I'll just drag it sorry behind to a halt. How's about that then, guys and girls? I'll have to stop saying that. Blooming bloody Jimmy Savile. Right, let me just grab my camera. Let's put the cap back on the smoke distillate. Right, grab my camera back. Yes, it's me. Right, I'm going to call it there. Anthony will be coming on fairly soon when he gets to the train show. So I hope everyone will pop in. Such a strong flicker. Oh, what you mean on the smoke box light, which was great. Yeah, it's quite a strong flicker on that. I used an orange LED, but there was nowhere, because the engine, the actual motor extends into the cab. I couldn't put it in the traditional position, so I put it high up in the cab, and it reflects down onto the casing of the motor, and it gives you the effect. And I was quite pleased with that. We can get out of the house. I want to leave in 5 minutes. Joyce isn't remotely ready. Oh, well, okay. Right, well, I'm going to call it there so everybody can get moving and grab a brew and perhaps a few biscuits and something to eat. Perhaps a little pastrami on rye. We're back to food again. Got a new Eddington sweet to learn. Yes, yeah. Well, stick with it, Alan. I'm sure you can figure it out. It's just a matter of getting used to it, like everything. Sierra number 3, can we have a little less noise, please? Okay. Yeah, I can deal with that. Function 8. Quiet. There we go. So I'm going to call it there. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. You're what makes the stream. It's a shame we couldn't get 2 running today, but there was a few problems, but nothing we couldn't overcome. Finally got the new little shunting signals in behind me. That was a pain in the neck to try and do. They're about £16 each, and there was 4 of them. So if you're thinking of that, you 64 quid straight off the bat. Then you've got to find a way of connecting them to the points so they automatically switch over. Yeah, tough. Robert, I will speak to you before next Saturday, and we'll try and get a meet up. Anybody else coming to Ali Pally? It'd be great to see anybody who's there. Thanks everybody for coming in, and I'll catch up with you in the streams or Anthony's live stream, which should be in about an hour or so. So Ben, it's great to see you. Congratulations on the 2000. There's nobody deserves it more. Brilliant guy, great channel, and let's look forward to it. Yes, indeed. So I'll say Auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, and happy trains, everybody. Who did I steal that from again? Could it be Anthony? I think it was. Theft, grand theft. Right. Who's live streaming later? Anthony Dodge, the model train outsider. He will be at the Toledo train show in a little while, and he will go live from the train show. So it'll be great to see Anthony and Joyce and whoever's along for the ride. So I'll see you in that, and take care, everybody, and chin up, huh?